Hey, you guys. Hey, I need to record another message. I'm trying to do better when we're in releasing things in the time that God gives me. But I felt this really strongly in my spirit on yesterday. He repeated this to me twice yesterday. He said, you're going to get a do-over, okay? For whoever this is for, you're going to get a do-over, okay? Maybe this past week or this past week or so, you have been probably beating yourself up a little bit, or you had the thought at least once or twice, like, man, if I knew better then, like if I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices, Just to give you an example, maybe you're trying to build a business now and you don't have the resources you need for certain things. And you thought back on a time when you did have those resources. You thought about the times when large sums of money, when you came in contact with large sums of money and what you did with it. And you're like, man, if I knew then what I knew now, you would have invested it. You would have made different choices when you received that money. You would have made better investments. You know what I mean? You've come into so many different, you met a lot of different people. You've come into different information and knowledge. And now it seems like all you're missing is the resources. But you remember a time when you had the resources and you're like, man, if I knew then what I know now, right? And you've been kind of kicking yourself about this. So this is who this is for. This is confirmation for you. That's just an example. Another example can be maybe it was a past relationship. Maybe it was a past relationship you were in. Maybe y'all were married or something, or y'all were just talking, whatever the case may be. But God showed you that's your person. And you've been able to see them in a different light now. God has opened your eyes to a lot of things. And maybe when you were in that marriage, you weren't ready. And you didn't know how to treat that person. You didn't know how to be a husband. You didn't know how to be a wife. You didn't really know how to love another person because you haven't even learned how to love yourself. And over the past couple of years, God has been working on you so much, shaping and molding you and developing you so much to where now, you've learned your purpose. You've learned who you are in Him, and you've learned how to love yourself. And you may have been thinking about that person, and you may have been thinking, man, if I knew then what I know now, right? If I knew then what I know now. And God is saying you're going to get a do-over, okay? Those are two examples that He led me to share, but I don't want to limit it to those two examples. I'm just going to leave it at this. If you have thought about this, something like this in the past week or so, and you kind of low-key kicked yourself for it, like, I wish I knew then what I knew now, right? I wish when I had those resources, or when I had that person, or when I had that place or that opportunity, whatever it may be, if I knew then what I know now, I would have did things differently. God is saying you're going to get a do-over. He gave me this message twice yesterday. Sometimes when I wait sometimes before I release things because I be wanting more information, and God is getting on me about that, and He's like, just release what He already said. So maybe you just needed to hear this. Stop beating yourself up about it. Whatever you went through, you had to go through. It was all a part of preparation for you, okay? When you get a second chance at this thing, when you get your do-over, when you get the resources, when you get another opportunity with that person, and this is God ordained, okay? This is God ordained. When you get that opportunity, you're going to take off because you've been preparing for this. Everything you went through prepared you for this. You didn't go through everything that you went through for nothing. You feel like, I lost this, I lost that. You're going to get a do-over. You're going to get all that back. It's going to be like no time left you. You may feel like you lost time. Oh my God, things are going to happen so fast. The recovery God is going to do in your life is going to happen so fast. In your situation, it's going to happen so fast. It's going to be like no time was lost. Your business is going to take off. It's going to be like no time was lost. It's going to seem like it was not even fair because the people around you, they're trying to figure out why yours is doing so well. And, they've been working theirs for a while, and theirs not doing as well as yours. And you just seem like you just came and started, and yours just hit the ground running. You're going to get a do-over. And God's anointing is all over it. So for you, you're going to hit the ground running. All the knowledge you have gained and the insight you have gained over these past couple of years as God has been further developing you. Some of y'all, he had y'all sit down for a while, be still, heal. He had y'all be still and heal. And it wasn't easy because you felt like everything else was passing you by. You feel like opportunities were passing you by. God, your opportunity is here. It's coming. You're going to get a do-over. And it's not even going to seem fair to the people around you, but they don't know what you've been through. They don't know how God has prepared you. All the knowledge you have been getting is not for nothing. It's not a lost cause. It's not too late because you don't have the resources that you had back then. Back then, resources is not going to match what God has coming for you now. I felt this so strongly in my spirit, you guys, so I had to release it. God said when he gives this to you, you'll be ready for it. You had to go through all of that so you could be ready, so you could be prepared. Some of y'all who are getting do-overs in your relationships and your marriages, people are not going to understand how y'all are doing so well after all y'all been through. They're not going to understand. Oh my God, it's like, it don't even seem fair, y'all. That's just how I was seeing it. It don't even seem fair. The knowledge you have, it's going to be like you're levels ahead of the people around you. They're not even going to understand how y'all doing so well. They're not going to understand how your home is so blessed after all y'all been through. How is your home this blessed? How do y'all really love each other that much? How are you? They're not going to understand how it's going to seem like all y'all do is win. It's going to seem like all y'all do is win. And whatever situation this is for, your business, relationship, home, whatever it's for, whatever's been on your mind, on your heart that has bothered you or even maybe grieved you a little bit. If only I knew then what I know now. And sometimes you may feel a little hopeless because you feel like you didn't use that time wisely, or you didn't treat that relationship wisely, or you didn't use those resources wisely. God does not want you to fret. He said you're going to get a do-over, all right? And when it happens, you're going to hit the ground running. And it's not even going to seem fair. That's what I just kept hearing. It's not going to seem fair. You're going to be like, you're going to be far above the rest because of the wisdom and the knowledge that you have gained. They're not even going to understand it. Everything you went through, God was setting you up for this, okay? So just to confirm something to somebody or bless somebody, whoever it's for, I hope it did bless you. Whoever it's for, if this has been on your heart and spirit, God just wanted you to know you're getting a do-over, all right? I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And, just be ready. Be ready because you're going to hit the ground running. And it's going to be better than you could have ever imagined or dreamed. I just kept feeling and hearing it's not even going to be fair. It ain't going to look fair to people on the outside looking in. They're not going to better understand it. They're not going to better understand it, okay? But you're going to get a do-over, all right? I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And let me just add this. Some people didn't appreciate things when they had it. Some people didn't appreciate opportunities. They didn't appreciate the people in their life. Some people did not appreciate what they had when they had it. And there has been a lot of remorse and regret for that. And if you repented, God heard you, and he wants you to stop beating yourself up about that because you didn't know what you know now. This is for you as well. I just got to add that. This is for you as well. You may have given up hope because you didn't appreciate it when you had it. And you may feel like you deserve what you have now. But if you repented and given this to God, he said you're getting a do-over, okay? So don't even worry about that. Some of y'all may have not appreciated certain things when you had it, but ever since you repented, you've given it to God, and you've been trying your best to do right by the situation. You've been trying your best, and God is seeing you. He is seeing you. You may not even feel like you deserve a do-over. God. This is for you too, though. This is for you too. All right. He has seen you. He's seen the work you put in. He's seen your heart. Most importantly, that's what he's been looking at. And because of that, you're getting a do-over because he's seen your heart. All right. All right. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed.